What we're seeing now and what Calkin Information Systems is focusing on is a little bit more sophisticated use of cloud in applications such as compliance, risk mitigation, anything that has to do with putting a transparency audit trail behind who is doing what with data. That's actually what we're presenting on at the event today for the venture capital community, is how has SaaS and cloud matured to a point where these applications such as compliance and risk mitigation can be addressed in the cloud. There's some other subtleties and some unique return on investment that come into play, such as avoiding litigation or responding quicker and better during litigation, God forbid if it happens. Also, if you are in a regulated industry, enforcers of those regulations, whether it be a federal or state government or an industry regulation. We've seen in financial services probably the most heavy enforcement of that in the last 2 years with the Enron situation in the early 2000s, Madoff scandal more recently. We've seen the government really take a strong stance on enforcement of existing regulations and moving to bring more compliance and oversight into key industries. Not just financial services, we're also seeing it with the healthcare reform and medical reform, insurance, pharmaceutical, and the government itself is taking a step back and really looking at how can they bake transparency into their technology deployments. Calkin Information Systems has several technology modules that we implement and make available, and they address those issues. We really call it the human side of compliance. Up until now, a lot of technology had been thrown at transaction monitoring, evaluating who's doing what with data at a transaction level. But the real gaps and the challenges from a compliance perspective are when humans interact with that data, putting an audit trail behind who's doing what, when, and where in a system. And that's what we focus on.